How does it feel to be headhunted, then?
Oh, not as painful as I thought. Decent lunch, she wanted to know all about me.
So you mentioned me?
Your name came up.
How did you describe me?
Oh, I said I had a little woman in the background. It was an irresistible combination of earth, mother and vamp. Talented artist, sensitive, kind, house-trained. Oh, and a wonderful driver. Actually, I know the bloke who's offering me the job. Remember Giles?
No.
You know, tall, receding hair. Knew all there was to know about Jerry and the Pacemakers. We met him at Paul's party.
Does he live with a girl with no chest who breeds fox terriers?
That's it. Well, he reckons there's a gap in the market for a new design magazine, and he wants me to set it up with him.
Really going to leave Vista, are you?
It's early days yet, but I thought I'd take next week off and see if I could work out a few ideas for him.
Got an office, has he?
Not yet.
So where are you going to put this magazine together, then?
At home, of course.
What, you mean be working from home?
Yes.
You'll be working with me?
Could be cosy.
Could be a bit squashed.
Oh, we'll manage. Lots of couples work from home.
Who?
Those dress designers, the Emanuels.
They got divorced.
I hear you're off for a week. Somewhere nice. The Maldives.
No, I'm staying at home.
Installing the patio doors so dear Faith can wheel her hostess trolley in from the garden.
Liza, I am not in the mood.
You're taking time off to try to sort out your problems together, I expect. Anything physical?
I'll see you next week.
Guess who turned up on my doorstep this weekend?
The bank manager?
Callum. He was looking for you.
Well, I hope you sent him packing.
Actually, I took advantage of him.
Now, there's a novelty.
He's starting to quite a strapping chap. He was still at college when we were first married, wasn't he?
He was at a corrective centre for young offenders.
He was looking for work, and I needed some decorating done. He's achieving some interesting effects with the paint.
Probably 2 parts lager.
You don't like other men being around me, do you? It hurts, doesn't it, Bill?
No,
Especially when he's your cousin.
twice removed.
Don't try to be brave.
I'm trying not to laugh.
The laughter to hide the tears.
No, the laughter to hide more laughter.
Well, have a nice holiday with your bit on the side.
She's not my bit on the side.
I was talking about work.
Who said I was doing some work on the side?
You have that shifty look about you.
You've had a shifty look for years, but it never meant you were working.
I do have a perceptive side, you know. You never gave me credit for that.
I gave you credit for everything else. I couldn't afford perception.
Now, what do you want to do about lunch?
Lunch? Oh, I expect you want me to hand over my luncheon vouchers for a cheese and pickle sandwich, do you?
I wasn't thinking of cheese and pickle, actually.
Tuna and mayonnaise?
I had other plans.
Oh, no, you need a break.
Yes, of course you do.
You've got to recharge the batteries.
Yes. I thought we could have a rest.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Where?
Oh, on the bypass. Where do you think? Here, of course.
Do you mean what I think you mean by have a rest?
What do you think I mean?
I might have known it would be smutty.
Oh, it's not smutty, it's natural.
Not in the middle of the day, it isn't.
Oh, for goodness sake.
It saps your strength.
Well, you're not going to fell trees after lunch, are you?
I am not your plaything, you know.
Well, just think of it as a romantic interlude.
Anyway, all sorts of people could turn up.
Who?
Well, the milkman, window cleaner, British Telecom.
Oh, dear. Now you've gone all sensible.
I haven't gone all sensible. I was always sensible.
Before we lived together, I used to come over to your place and we used to go to bed at all hours of the day.
I was never happy with that.
Oh. Quite happy at the time.
I'm much happier now that we've got it on a more regular footing.
Regular footing?
Yes.
What, you mean you only fancy me between 11 p.m. and 7 a.m?
Well, seems more appropriate somehow.
What's keeping you, then?
What do you mean?
It's 11:45.
Hello?
Bill, what are you doing there?
Oh, hello, Hannah. I'm just working at home for a few days.
What, you working in the same room as Mum?
Yes.
Huh? Don't fancy your chances much.
Of what?
Survival?
Oh, it's going really well so far.
How long have you been there?
16 minutes.
She must be out.
No, she's here. Do you want a word?
Yeah, cheers.
Hang on. It's your daughter.
Thank you. Hannah?
Mum, lend me 30 quid.
Any chance of a hello, Mum, how are you first?
No, Bill, keep talking. I haven't got time for that.
Oh, what do you want 30 quid for?
Well, you know I'm sharing rooms with Jenny and Sarah.
Yes.
Well, every time I've got reading to do, Jenny seems to be playing her stereo and Sarah starts talking.
Ah, you want money to bribe them to shut up?
Well, I thought I could buy a Walkman, then I could stick the headphones on to get a bit of quiet.
Oh, Hannah, you've got to learn to live and work with other people, you know.
But it's driving me crazy.
Well, maybe, but you must be more tolerant. Everybody's got their little quirks and habits. I can't expect it all to fit in with you.
I don't. It's just I'm used to having my own room at home, and it's not easy when someone keeps interrupting all the time.
You've got to live and let live.
So you're going to send me money or not?
Not.
Oh, thanks a lot, Mum.
Hannah, try and be more tolerant.
What, like you mean?
Exactly.
Well, my money's running out.
I'll talk to you later.
What does she want 30 quid for?
She wants to buy a Walkman to shut out the noise of her flatmates.
Oh, sounds reasonable.
No, it isn't. I told her she's got to learn to live and work with other people. Now, can you shut up, please? I'm trying to concentrate.
This is nice.
What is?
We're just the two of us here, side by side, working.
Please, Bill. I'm trying to think.
Right, coffee time, isn't it?
What?
Time for coffee.
You've only been working for 5 minutes.
Oh, I work much better with a cup of coffee. I usually have one in the office about this time.
Do you?
Yes, my secretary usually brings me one.
Does she?
Of course, she's not here.
Well, you'll have to get it yourself then, won't you?
Well, I'm pretty busy.
So am I.
Toss you for it. Shall I get you one while I'm there? You know, we should get some new curtains for this place.
Please, will you stop distracting me?
Right. Ah, that'll be the post.
Oh, you don't say.
They're all for you.
Stick them over there. I'll read them later.
Aren't you going to open them?
Later.
There's one from Portugal.
Yeah, I said I'd read them later.
Who do you know in Warrington?
I thought you were going to make the coffee.
Right, I'll do it. Mug or cup?
Oh, please.
Hello, what are you doing here?
Revision.
Oh, well, why didn't you tell us you were back?
What, and interrupt Mum when she's working? You're joking.
Huh?
Well, if I went in there now and said, Mum, I've been shot, she'd say, not now, Joe.
Yeah, I just see what you mean.
You're working at home at the moment, aren't you?
I am, yes.
Well, how come you're talking to me?
I'm just making some coffee. Why don't you come in and have a cup? You'll freeze to death out there.
No, I'm fine. I just need a clear head for revision.
What's the smell?
Don't you like fresh air?
Sure, I can smell cigarette smoke. Joe? Is it you?
Don't know, is it?
Oh, come on. I used to smoke. I know what cigarette smoke smells like.
Well, you don't need me to tell you then.
When did you become a smoker?
Well, I'm not a smoker. Just have a fag now and then.
It's addictive, you know.
I'm not an addict.
Oh, that's what you think, but you'll find it'll take a long time to give up the longer you carry on smoking.
No, but that ain't
Oh, don't get smart with me. I still feel the urge for a cigarette. I wish I'd learned my lesson when I was your age.
What lesson?
My mother caught me and walloped me with a hairbrush.
Bill, where's the coffee?
You're lucky your mother doesn't believe in corporal punishment. Come in, my love.
You grinding those coffee beans with your teeth? Joe, what are you revising today?
English lit.
What's that smell?
What smell?
Cigarette smoke. You haven't started again, have you?
Surprisingly, no.
It's you, isn't it? You've been smoking out here.
Well, I might have had one. Well, I'm old enough to smoke.
I don't care how old you are. You're not lighting up under my roof.
Well, you used to.
Yes, I know, and I gave up. I know better now.
Oh, and I'm not allowed to find out for myself, then?
He has got a point, Faith.
But you don't agree with him smoking.
Well, I don't like it, no, but you can't expect him not to experiment with normal teenage vices just because we know they're bad for us.
I can, actually.
Well, it's not reasonable.
I'm a mother. I don't have to be reasonable.
Rewriting the rules of life again, are we?
My son is smoking himself into an early grave, and it stains the ceilings.
I think you're being overdramatic.
Yeah, so do I, Mum.
I am waiting for a car to pick up some drawings. I haven't got time for a crisis.
Well, you're the only one who's creating a crisis.
So hand over the rest of the cigarettes.
No, I'm going to school.
I thought you came home to revise.
Well, I did, but I'm not going to get any done here, am I?
Joe! Oh. I'm not having this.
What are you going to do about it?
I'm going to stop him smoking.
Well, you won't do that by strip searching and shouting your head off.
It's probably Joe's teacher telling me he's taken up the drink as well. Yes?
Oh, sorry, wrong house.
Oh.
You can't be Faith.
Why?
Well, she's dumpy, middle-aged, wears a polyester smock.
You know her, do you?
No, but Liza told me.
Faith, who is it?
Someone who's just leaving.
Oh, I get it. Liza was having me on. I bet you girls have a real giggle when you get together.
We split our sides laughing.
Belle, pal! Liza said you were trapped at home this week, so I thought I'd call round and we could escape for a lunchtime pint.
Yes, well, this is my first day at home,
And there's no point in wasting valuable drinking time.
Well, you don't mind, do you?
You're going for a drink, are you?
Yes.
You tell her, Belle.
You shut up. Just a quick one, my love.
What's the difference between a quick one and a slow one?
You take your clothes off for a slow one.
Thank you, Karen. Yes, please, just wait for me by the gate, would
Right,
you?
OK, I'll see you tomorrow, Faith.
Don't worry, I'll put him off tomorrow.
Why didn't you put him off today?
Well, he is a cousin, and I haven't seen him for years, and there's no harm in just having a quick drink at lunchtime, is there?
It isn't lunchtime
All
yet.
right, then an early lunchtime drink. I mean, that's half the fun of working at home, isn't it? I mean, you can nip down to the local for a pint.
Not for me, it isn't, no.
Well, I won't be long.
I thought we were going to have a lie down.
Well, yes, I'm sorry, but I mean, we can do that some other day.
You're pleased, aren't you?
Well, yes, I am, really. I mean, what would have happened if we'd been having a lie down when Callum rang the bell?
Well, we wouldn't have answered it and he would have gone away.
Well, you don't know Callum, but that's not the point.
It is, actually, Bill. But never mind. Go and have a drink.
Well, why don't you come?
I've got work to do.
I know. Well, so have I. I'll do it when I get back. But I ought to cut the grass before it gets dark.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for Faith Grapeshot.
Grey short, I think you mean.
She works here.
Oh, good heavens, no.
Oh, I thought...
She's what we staff members call a dabbler.
Dublin.
She does the occasional little sketch on her kitchen table, I believe.
Oh, I see.
She has children, you see. Sticky fingers everywhere.
Is that so?
Always cancelling appointments when one of them has measles or something. She just works for pin money.
She's a freelance.
That's rather a glamorous word for it.
She's a very good artist.
Oh, that is a novel view.
You don't think so?
I prefer fiery, imaginative flair to the dependable draftsperson approach.
And you are?
Liza Ferrari, associate editor. I know you, surely.
I'm sorry, I'm Karel Czerny.
Of course, the writer. I loved Black Moon.
Oh, thank you.
Look, I was just about to leave the office. Why don't we have a drink together? I'd love to know what you have in common with a little suburban housewife.
Oh, you're a little bit too hard on yourself.
I meant the occasion.
Do you mind if I put on some Vivaldi?
Yes, I do, flaming mind.
Well, how about a touch of the Everly Brothers?
Please, Bill, I can't work with music. It is distracting.
Well, it's too quiet for me. I'm used to noise, the bustle of people around me to get the adrenaline going.
Fine. Go and work in Euston Station, then. Please, please, I need peace and quiet, and I've got some calls to make.
Do you have to do that?
Yes, I need to know when they're going to pick up these drawings.
Oh, only I'm expecting a call.
So, they'll phone back.
But it's important.
Well, so's this.
Faith, these are high-powered publishers. They won't like it if they can't get through.
Tough. That's my phone, and I'll use it when I want to.
Now, don't be difficult.
I'm not being difficult, Bill. I am trying to earn a living, and it's very difficult with you hovering over me like an over-attentive waiter.
Fine. Well, I'll just go and take a stroll around the garden. It's some thinking time.
Yesterday, you spent thinking time flat on your back on the couch all afternoon.
Now, look, don't start having a go at me just because Joe has started smoking.
What?
That's why you're being so ratty, isn't it, eh?
No, it
And now
isn't.
the arc light is on me just because I had a drink.
Drinks.
Just because I had a little drink at lunchtime. We're not all as perfect as you know.
Listen, if I am not happy about something, I have to point it out.
Fine, right. Well, you've pointed it out to both of us.
And if you're not happy about something to do with me, then you must tell me. I admit I have my faults too.
Oh, surely not.
Not as many as you.
That'll be for me.
Oh, you can tell by the ring, can you?
Hello, Bill McGregor. In what connection? Could you pass me a pencil, please? Yep. Yes. Yes, of course. It's for you.
Oh. Yes, Faith Greyshot. Well, thank you. Yes, really, that sounds very interesting. No, I'm not on holiday. Who told you that? I see. Well, that would be very nice, yes. I'll see you later. Goodbye.
Who is that?
Someone offering me work.
Oh? What sort of work?
A book illustration.
Well, why did they ask you?
Because I'm good. Why not? What's the matter with you?
Nothing. I just thought he sounded a bit,
Glamorous.
dubious. He had a dubious accent.
It was Czech, actually. He's a very well-known author. And will you please stop vetting my phone calls?
How'd you get this number?
Well, from Vista magazine, of course. How else? Actually, he said he had a lot of trouble finding me. Some weird woman told him I was on holiday. Any ideas? Do you know, if I could be bothered, I would go round and bash Liza. How dare she slander me like that?
I think you'll have trouble proving it was slander because she said you were on holiday.
And she said I was just a housewife.
Well, that's hardly a term of abuse.
He sounded very nice.
Oh, did he?
Must want me a lot. It's gone to an awful lot of trouble to get hold of me.
You going to meet him?
Yes, we're going to have lunch.
Lunch? After all you said about me going to the pub?
Going down to the pub for a few pints and a discussion about the runners at Newmarket is not quite the same as a business lunch.
We did most of our courting over business lunches.
Oh, so you think I'm going to flirt with him, do you?
No, I didn't say that.
Well, you don't have to. You're being so iffy about it. I wish I'd never told you in the first place.
Where did that stain come from?
Oh, Bill, for Christ's sake.
I think I better dash down to Home Handyman and get some carpet
Just a
too.
minute. Come here. Come here. When are you going to start work on your project?
Well, there's no rush. Getting together a new magazine format takes time.
I know it takes your time. Does it have to take mine as well?
Look, I have to adjust to working at home. You don't. I mean, you've practically finished that, haven't
I'd
you?
have finished this morning if I hadn't had to talk to you.
Do you think you should have shaded that blue a bit more, just by the sky?
That's the thing I like about working at home.
What?
The art editor is on the end of the phone, not next to me at my desk.
Ah, well, it's different now. I can check your work as you go along.
Bill, why don't you go down to Home Handyman while you've still got the use of both legs?
There you go.
Oh, Callum, that's a pint. I wanted a half.
I thought you were joking.
You just can't ask for a half, can you? I've got to work this afternoon.
Faith cracking the whip again.
Not at all. Not even in.
Oh, gone shopping, I suppose.
No, she's gone to a business lunch.
Oh, the idea of women having business lunches, what's the world coming to?
The world came to that idea a while ago, Callum, even in Kirkcaldy.
You have to know how to handle them, Bill. Let them know who's in charge.
Liza tells me you're sleeping in her garage.
Do I look like a man who sleeps in a garage?
Frankly, yes.
We've come to an understanding. Men, you see, are normally afraid of her.
And you're not?
Well, take today. She wanted me to clean the car. I left her a note saying I was coming for a drink with you, and I'd do it later. When it comes down to it, Bill, she's just a woman. And are they ever going to be as tough as men?
It's not tough as in strength. It's tough as in... Ah.
I thought I might find you here.
Liza.
And you as well, Bill.
I'm having a lunch break. Fortunately, I no longer need to give you a typed agenda of my movements.
But you do.
Liza, a man's entitled to a refreshment.
You haven't valeted my car.
I'll do it later.
I want it done now.
Hey, don't get bossy, sweetheart.
I am not your sweetheart. I am your employer.
Of course, she's a girl, isn't she? She likes me to dominate her, really.
I think you will find that this is beer talking, and now is the time to tell it to shut up.
No, believe me, a little of the caveman stuff, and she'll melt like any other woman.
Quit while you're behind.
Trust me. Come on, Liza. Little shoulder. Bye, Bill. Oh, she doesn't mean it.
I have permanently maimed men for merely brushing against me.
I think she will.
You're going to have to lose £1 or £2, darling, if you expect me to do this every night.
Now get up and never darken my garage again.
Bill, could you drive me to Casualty?
I haven't finished my pint. Hello. More revision.
Just having a break.
But I can't smell any smoke.
I haven't had a cigarette.
Very wise. Your mother will be home soon. If the tobacco doesn't kill you, she will.
Packed it in.
Well, I'm very glad to hear it. Struck home, did it?
What?
What I said about the dangers of smoking?
No.
Not often anyone listens to what I say in this house.
Well, I didn't.
Oh, you just decided for yourself it was a stupid habit, did you?
I got dropped from the first 11. Why? Failed the stamina test.
You couldn't keep up with the rest?
Don't want to talk about it.
Well, I did...
Don't say I told you so.
Anyway, your mother will be pleased.
God, yeah. I'll have to go through the I knew you'd see sense lecture. I'm going for a run.
I'm back.
Good lunch?
Hello.
Well, the good news is that... You've been smoking!
Not entirely.
What does that mean?
Well, I just had a puff of his cigar. It would seem churlish not to.
Well, that's rich. All week you've been perched on your pedestal, lecturing Joe and me about the evils of smoking and drinking, and suddenly little Miss Perfect breaks all her own rules.
Let's have a lie down.
You mean sex? Not with a fallen woman.